We just did a countdown, and then no beat dropped. So we it's different.
It's all right. Look, listen. I know it's a different world. It's a different space.
This ain't the studio.
No, this is a studio.
This is a studio. It's a new space. I'm not used to this.
Absolutely.
We just gonna do the thoughts a cappella today.
Boneless thoughts.
Literally, no composition. Just chopping it up. I feel like it's kind of a long time coming though.
Yeah,
I've been saying.
Yeah, you've been saying this for like at least 6 years.
Damn.
At least 6.
I'll let you say it because sometimes my time be skewed. So I would have been like, yeah, like 2 years.
Nah.
Everything feel like 2 years for me.
That's like your cap.
Yeah, it's like damn. Nah, I've been holding on to this for 2 years.
Oh wow, it's been a decade.
6 years.
Yeah,
I actually like that because I mean no, you know, that's actually before the pod wave really
yeah.
That's when niggas was just doing it because they wanted to do it.
Yeah, it was pre-pandemic. You had this stuff.
What Joe Budden said, he started podcasts. He made them hot. That's around that time. I feel like he been doing that shit a little bit. But okay, so 6 years. 6 years ago, I said I need to do a podcast.
Yeah.
Why though? I don't really remember the space. All I know is 6 years ago, I just got to Charlotte.
Yeah. Well, no, that's incorrect. Because I've been incorrect. If next year I would have been in Charlotte for 10 years. So then, and you came to Charlotte a year after us.
So 9. Okay, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
6 years ago was what year?
6 years ago was
2019. 2019.
2019, right? Yeah.
Okay, so we've been sitting on this, knowing that I wanted to do it all this time.
Yeah.
And just never getting to it.
I wouldn't say never getting to it. You just, you know, time and alignment.
Time and alignment.
That's kind of, you kind of got to let things align how they will. And obviously, because now we are 6 years down the road, this has been the road.
Facts.
This has been the road, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, for the people at home.
Yeah, introduce yourself, Star.
I'm just a girl. If I look familiar, I rap. My name's Cheeno G. If you don't know me as that, I might as well introduce you to my not stage name. My name is Nea Iyana. I'm an artist, founder, coach, writer, curator, goddamn speaker. I don't know. I'm an impact body. That's what I'll call myself.
You say that again?
An impact body.
Okay.
I really am.
Now for those of us
this
who are a little
125 pounds of impact.
Okay. Real.
Sitting across from me.
Yes. All right. Well, I don't know how to go behind impact body per se.
I just did the Shannon Sharp. He be snapping. Okay, go ahead.
But for those of you who know me, you probably know me by Iffy. You could call me Jay, JD, whatever. I'm kind of just a spirit. I don't really exist.
Like that.
But what do? I do a little bit of everything. I'm a jack of all trades. I can basically do anything I set my mind to, but for the most part, I'm a lover, I'm a learner, and I'm a purveyor of beautiful things.
Love that.
Yeah.
Come on, I'm just a spirit.
For real, I ain't.
I'm just a jack of all trades. And my thing with that is I love, because I consider myself that too.
Yeah.
Some people try to sway you from that.
Yeah.
Like master of what is it? Is it master of one? Master of...
So the saying often gets misdelivered. The saying is a jack of all trades is a master of none.
That's what it is.
the other half of it is, but that's far better than the master of one
type shit.
So you're a master of one, but also a jack of all trades.
And that's fun.
It's the dichotomy of it all.
It's it's the juxtaposition.
It is.
No, literally, and that's why we're here.
Yeah.
So that's why, like you said, the timing of it, it is that time now to kind of separate myself from that external perception, which was you can't be doing all of that.
Right.
If you trying to commit to all of this shit at once, what do you master? What do you know? What is the legacy?
Yeah.
You running away from something, or you scramble, or you missing details, or it's just hard to commit when you are covering so much territory.
Yeah.
Mind you, though, let's go ahead and I prayed to expand my territory.
Very true, very true, very true.
The minute I started this music shit.
Yeah.
Right? It was like, increase my reach, increase my territory. If that meant that there's going to be a couple months where I'm stepping off and I'm on the sidelines coaching these young men at a basketball tournament.
Yeah.
That's territory. That's what I asked for.
You know, there's a saying, I'm chronically on Instagram. And there's something I see all the time where it's like, you know, I can't complain about having a lot on my plate when my goal was to eat.
Type shit.
And, you know, for me, that's just so profound.
That's it.
And and I think it's because you know, our experiences are completely autonomous, but I think for me, doing a bunch of things at once kind of gives me the power of ability. It's kind of like, if I'm able to do it and I want to,
I'm doing it.
What the hell am I not doing it for?
And you know what? That's streamlined really well. So coming in here, I had anxiety about the title. I had anxiety about the spiel. What's the prompt? What are we even talking about?
Yeah.
Even just that little bit of dialogue right there, just
kind of woke you up.
It woke me up, but it put me back on to, I think, what this whole thing is about. It's about a specific season and just honoring yourself, speaking in first person, honoring myself and what I said I was gonna do.
Yeah.
Per you 6 years ago, which is crazy.
Yeah.
That's how diligent I become when I'm committed to something, that I forgot that I said or set this intention 6 years ago.
Yeah.
But it's still kind of been lingering, right? So let's talk about a product of this season for me. In the music space, I'm known for what?
Rapping.
That's so vague. Let's try this again. Wait.
Any kind of rapping.
If there's gonna be people that come across this and be like, we don't know. So if I needed to pinpoint what am I known for in music, let's try this again.
Okay.
In the rap
Are you looking
space,
for a specific answer? Or are you looking for my experience of you as an artist?
In the rap space, because I'm going to include what you just said. In the rap space, Cheeno G is known for what?
Being beautiful.
Get the fuck.
I'm just joking. No. This is my experience of you, and tell me if what I say ties into the answer you expected, but didn't tell me you wanted.
Sorry, my time.
For me, my experience of what you encompass in rap music is a certain type of grit, authenticity, spirituality, forthrightness, and integrity.
I like that.
Is that what?
I wasn't thinking that.
I hope that's what she wanted.
No, I do like that. I was going to give the obvious listener answer, which is bars.
Oh.
Bars. Well, authenticity, obviously, the rawness. Yeah, but the dope part about that answer is because I was going to say, in this new season, with this new product of this season, namely this EP that is dropping at the end of the month, mid-season.
Mm-hmm. Highly anticipated, by the way.
So they say. With this EP, the genre is different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You'll be, for those that are familiar, they'll be being reintroduced to me.
Yeah.
For those that don't know me, they'll be introduced to me. They'll be in their season of discovery for me. And I feel like with what went into the genesis of this project and how I feel promoting it and knowing that it's about to release soon.
Yeah.
I feel like everything you just named is what I'll be known for even in a new genre. The integrity.
And that's called alignment, folks.
The grit. The what was
let's add foresight.
Integrity.
Let's add foresight as well.
I'm psychic.
Yeah. Let's add that in there. She's psychic.
I'm psychic. But no, like, so that's why I'm very fond of that answer. Thank you. Because I feel like I was called to do something new.
Yeah.
With this project, and God damn it.
Right.
We did it.
So now, I don't know if I've asked this question because I've kind of been there with you throughout most of the process for it, but if you had to categorize it in one category, or would you give it like a multiple category?
The project?
Yeah, the project.
Category as in
just like genre, you know? Would you put it in one genre? For me, it feels like more than one, but
I feel like it's more than one. And funny enough, this EP is kind of like my first because I'm doing something for the first time again.
Yeah.
With my child EP, which was my first body of work, period.
Yeah.
That almost felt like, obviously I was rapping the entire time, but it was different spectrum. Like it was a spectrum of rap.
Yeah.
So there was the conscious side. There was the more like, the less lyrical side, more like new wave is what it was at that point.
Okay.
For this, I mean, I got a dance record.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Is like, because the dance record would make me put it.
I'm so glad you brought that up. I was ready to play it.
I'm cracking up.
You want to put it in a dance category, but I would also put it R&B.
Yeah.
But also, because there's a neo-ness, a neo-soul-esque like vibe to it, just because of my delivery in a lot of it and my choice of production.
Right. Yeah.
But let's can we introduce the song? This is my shit.
I'm like, you asking me.
On this episode of this podcast that doesn't have a name yet, but has a purpose, we are going to get into the single. So it's called Cold Nights, produced by Swisher Beats. Fun fact, I wrote it in 2022, recorded it in 2023, and sat on it till 2025. 2 years. See, I be doing shit in twos. I really do. Yeah, let's get into it. This is the dance record.
Okay.
So sentimental, not sentimental, no romantic, not disgusting yet. Darling, I'm down lonely. Went with a fortune only. I've been looking for something else. Do that. Let's go slowly, disco distant from other interests. On your favorite weekend. This love's for ladies only. Went with a fortune
to be true. Laying back to the cold nights. You turn your skate right on ice. Trying to ring, baby, you cold. Cold nights. Too used to the cold nights. Cold nights. Too used to the cold nights. Oh my love, oh my love. Love. Too many nights and I wish you noticed me. Too many nights and I wish you noticed me. Oh, what a night I miss you close to me. Too many nights I wish you all the times I kiss you. Damn it, I guess I miss you. Damn it, I guess I miss you. Damn it, I guess I. Oh my love, oh my
He's fun. You gotta stop making him sign NDAs. Stop making him sign NDAs. Shut your ass up, Christopher.
It's like,
He's trucking. I love him. I love him. I do.
okay, so hold on. What do we? What say the congregation?
Well, being that it's just me.
It's just, and we have a we do have a producer at the moment right now.
Real?
We do have a somebody behind the sound. Shout out Mr. Davon, our host, for hosting us today.
For sure, for sure. Day by day.
Day by day, you know.
Hell yeah.
What say the congregation?
So for me, it's really on time. The space that Black folk find themselves in right now, with everything that's going on,
Dance about it.
yeah, not even just politically but socially, it's a lot going on.
It is a lot.
And again, it's just very timely. A lot of people are not wanting escapism per se, but just a little bit of joy.
Just some.
Just some joy, just a piece.
Can I have some?
So it feels very timely. And I also, it's always fun to see artists kind of get outside of their norm. Because you don't want to get, comfort is the enemy of any sort of growth and progression. So it's just nice to see you making yourself uncomfortable.
Yeah.
To kind of expand,
Expand.
Yeah,
Let's-
expansion, my friend.
Let's talk about this expansion because, first of all, so to the people at home, Iffy acts as my stand-in project manager.
And I'm damn good at it, if I must say so.
And is damn good at it, and a marketing major.
Yes.
That's kind of been our rapport, or like our dynamic, since I've started really kind of branching out in the music space.
Yeah.
And needing representation, or needing just like more than my brain.
Yes.
So with this project, and even with that single, because you were there when I was recording it.
I was.
And I remember bringing you in the booth, like, where do I take this note? But I even fought you on it.
Yeah.
In terms of the timing, needing to get it out now. This single, along with the other 4 others, 3 others, because one I did record this year, but has been something that has sat in an archive on a hard drive and in my heart for 2 years.
Yeah.
And it was like, no. I know they want bars. I know I kind of got into a spot of like, almost like a hiatus. I almost got comfortable doing something on a grand scale in terms of like rap and what I'm used to and then disappearing for a little bit.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, you know what? I agree that there needs to be some sort of productivity right now. I agree that I need to add my voice back into the mix.
Yeah.
But it needs to be a different voice. It needs to be a voice that they haven't heard that I know that I have.
Yeah.
Not just range or like literally. Like this is voice in terms of even the message. Even the because first of all, I'm singing, yes. But how often am I like vulnerable like that?
Not very often. And I don't know if that's just your Scorpio sun kicking in or I don't know.
It
but
might be.
Not often. And so I think even going through this process with you, it was kind of fun. You know, I'm unfortunately for me and unfortunately for you, I'm always about, okay, yeah, you did it, but like, how can you do more? And I think that, I know that frustrates you in a way.
Swear to God.
But I know that does frustrate you, but I think it does kind of,
it's a motivator though.
It gives everybody else an opportunity to see, and even yourself an opportunity to see a part of yourself that you kind of don't often really tend to. And so, you know, in that, it's just, it's kind of interesting because, yeah, I was there with you when you recorded it, but I wasn't there with you when you wrote it. And so I'm kind of interested to know, like, what was going on surrounding that moment, you know, what was going on externally that made you internally be like, okay, this is what I want to do.
Let's talk about it. So, again, we may or may not have said this. I don't know. The conversation is flowing so well. It's almost like I'm not keeping tabs on it.
Don't, please,
right?
let it flow.
But I think if I'm thinking in terms of what was happening around me, it was similar in that Black people was doing what Black people needed to do. We were liberating ourselves.
Yeah.
Beyonce dropped the Renaissance album.
Oh my God.
Black Cowboys was outside.
Oh my God.
Fucking
that was a time. Yeah.
And I was so immersed in that album as a listener, but also like almost like if I had to like put it into words, it felt like I'm listening to this because I can do this, because I should be in this space too. I can be in this space. I can't tell you how many times, first of all, Beehive. So if you don't know, now you know. But just the amount of, I just felt so incentivized by that album. I felt like my liberation comes from breaking past whatever it is, like it's an image.
Okay.
Right? There's an image that I've been in and 90% of my life thus far.
Let's be honest. Let's be real about it.
There is an image. I am very comfortable in my masculine. Like, and I've always been that way.
Yeah.
That album brought alive my feminine energy. And I wasn't in a tube top at the Renaissance stop in Charlotte. That's not what it was. But I just allowed myself to be lighter.
Yeah.
Freer.
Yeah.
I cared how my face looked that night. My hair was done. My fucking nails was, you know what I mean? Like it was a different type of energy that I felt I was allowed to embody out
Mhm.
loud,
Mhm.
and I almost solely felt like I was able to do it because this is the album. This is the vibe of the album.
Yeah.
I'm out here in this vest and whatever. This is the tone. Everybody in the
Mhm.
vest. Look, they in the vest.
Yeah.
Like, but here we are, a couple years past that album, and I'm still trying to embody that. I still wish to
Yeah.
embody that. And Cold Nights is 2 years late, but right on time
Mhm.
with kind of my renaissance. This is my renaissance. This is
Okay.
my. Yes, I was inspired by the dance production, the range that
Mhm.
she used throughout the album. Specifically, I think it was Alien Superstar and
Yeah,
Church
that
Girl
The Alien Superstar was the one for me. I'm not gonna lie to you.
and Cozy,
Mm-hmm.
Comfortable in My Skin.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's not the whole song of I'm That Girl, but these motherfuckers ain't stopping.
Yeah.
Who that was my mantra for a minute. I
feel
said,
you.
no, I don't need to hide this or dim this or tone this down.
Yeah.
Or just act like this side don't exist.
Don't exist, right? Yeah.
And thus Cold Nights was born.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the record. That helps. I
Mhm.
think it aged well. Would I probably sing it with a little bit more conviction now
Mhm.
that I've kind of been
Yeah.
like in this bag for a few years? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I am not going to use that as an excuse to delay it any further. So that's your single.
Well. Yeah, that's
Bitch, clock it. Like,
not clock it. Clock that T, girls.
Please.
But that's interesting. That's nice to hear. I do.
I'm that nigga. Yes,
Yeah.
sure. Still pretty. Like, that's what Summer said.
But I could fist fight.
No, what? Have been, always.
I kill you. But well, yeah, because I think that framework makes sense. That you feel like you're more able to kind of move in and out of, certain energies and
Mhm.
certain presentations and things like that, which I think is, interesting, because, those who know my situation know my
Mhm.
situation.
Yeah.
And so I think that's kind of fun that for you, I think it's kind of interesting for you, it happened because Beyonce is so influential.
It didn't happen because
But during that time where it was kind of like, I feel like it was a collective thing.
it was a collective thing. It was almost like it just ushered it in. It ushered
Mhm.
it out of me.
Mm-hmm. So you're saying it was already there.
It was there.
And you just didn't,
It's
that kind of
been
offered a
there.
space for you to,
Yeah,
Okay.
it's been there. It just felt like at that time I know how I actually felt in the space, so I
Mhm.
would have just blamed it on the album. No,
Yeah.
yeah, chill. It's just for the album. But
mm-hmm.
F that.
Mm-hmm.
The season is honor thyself,
Yeah.
and that's where that came from. That's where this came from.
Mm-hmm.
And I think my biggest point, because I am somebody who creates rapidly and
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any issue in terms of activating anything. So if
Mhm.
another idea come to me and it's not this, we'll be there.
Mm-hmm.
But I think right now this is the type of platform. This is in alignment with the vow that I've made to
Mhm.
myself this year, which
Which
is
is?
I'm going to do everything that I want
Mm-hmm.
because I can.
Real.
Money's not an issue right now.
Mm-hmm.
I have an excellent spirit team,
Mm-hmm.
and so the energies around me are that of which should be.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like movement.
Yeah, I can see that. I think it's kind of interesting to see how, and generally speaking, how we'll cultivate relationships, be that, personal, romantic, professional, whatever. And as soon as it's a season of, okay, honor yourself, follow your spirit,
Mhm.
stay on your road,
Mm-hmm.
and shit just start falling off. It's
What?
like niggas is dropping like flies.
Because you can't go, babe.
And yeah, I think that's kind of interesting that, you know, in what you've referred to as your mid-season,
Mm-hmm.
You've kind of had this metamorphosis.
Mm-hmm. Love that.
And now, not only are you gaining things that are pushing you in a direction, but things are also falling off that might have made
Mm-hmm.
the journey a little bit longer, harder.
And one of those things, thank God, because we talked about this, is acknowledging where I've, in my career and in my personal life, banked on external validation. And it gets you somewhere. It definitely does, but it does make it a little bit more difficult when you're trying to get to a different space, to a new space. It kind of like there's friction there because they're clapping for that.
Yeah.
We don't know if they'll clap for this. And that's how I feel with the EP. So I literally had to just upload that bitch and say, look, I'm not going to bank on the applause. I'll clap.
Yeah. Let's talk about it, external validation for a second. Because that's a big thing for everybody.
It is.
And I feel like in all forms, people are so caught up on external validation and don't even realize it.
Yeah.
You know.
Look, I did a TikTok yesterday.
Oh, okay.
I didn't post it. Anxiety. I didn't post it, but I was like, do I look like I need somebody to fucking validate something for me? Because I have. Like, it got so real because my energy was, I believed myself in the first, in the posturing of the question, in the posing of the question. Do I look like I fucking need some external validation? Because I have, because I do sometimes. but again, it's not going to be the determining factor.
Yeah.
I think you do a great job of, not even seeking it from where you could and should and are entitled to seeking it from.
Thank you. Yeah.
So that's nice to see up close. And yeah, that's where we at.
Yeah. It's so fun to watch people move out of the desire for external validation. I think it's one of the most like kind of jarring but also like kind of magnificent things I've ever seen in my life. Like, because external validation will have you so cooped up. It's the craziest thing. It's like such an oxymoron because it's like you're supposed to be the main character, right? You're supposed to be the main character of your own story, writing it, lollygagging, frolicking, and all that shit. But you can't really do that when you're seeking external validation because, yeah, you are the center of your own story and the center of your universe, but in the worst way possible. It's like you're constantly judging yourself because you feel other people are going to judge you and you want them to judge you in the best way possible.
I got Virgo in my chart.
What the fuck that mean? I got Virgo in my chart.
It just so happens to be where my passions are.
Oh.
So very over analytical.
Yeah.
Very self-critical, very judgy. Learning to navigate that, looking for, excited about new ways that I'll discover in terms of how to balance that. Because I've done that in the rap space. It gets you very far as a rapper. Not to seek the external validation, but to kind of feed off of it. Because what do my listeners tell me? I'm better than all these niggas. Okay, so everything I drop hot, I'm gonna keep dropping. I'm not gonna overthink it. It's hotter than all these niggas. That's what they say.
Yeah.
I don't have any basis anything to grasp with this new project.
Okay.
And it's refreshing, but it's terrifying at the same time because it's like
it's
y'all
kind of
have
like
heard
you
it.
jump and hope the parachute open.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
I don't know if this one works. There wasn't even anybody like me before me to tell me, hey, it's gonna be good when you cross over. But fuck that.
You gotta lean on your little buddy Faith.
Imani.
Real. Yep.
Do you have some Imani? Yeah.
Do you have some Imani? Yeah.
do.
I think that's another thing, kind of moving into a new season or, you know, being like in between seasons.
Mhm.
It's kind of just like you only get so far feeling like you know what's gonna happen. And when you feel like you know what's gonna happen, you try to control what will happen. And so, you know, how does it feel to be in a space where you literally have no control over nothing?
How does it feel?
Yeah.
It's nerve-wracking.
Mm-hmm.
It's why almost listen, Midseason EP is literally being born because it's like it's a forceful birth. Like it's like you gotta I'm putting it out there and I'm detaching from the outcome with it.
Yeah.
As much as I can, because at the core of who I am very, honestly speaking, I care how my art is perceived. I care how I am perceived.
Yeah.
I always have. But I won't prioritize how I'm perceived anymore. And I think Midseason, as new as it is for me, is a clear reflection of that I believe what I'm saying. No, I'm not prioritizing anyone else's perception. No one's expecting this of me. I don't care because I deserve this from me. Yeah, this is what I deserve. This
Real.
is and this is before any accolades or any claps, any cosigns. This is before any. I just deserve to be able to say I did it because I said I was gonna do it.
Real. Yeah.
And I had a blast.
Yeah.
And I cried.
Listen.
And I laughed. And I danced.
And that's the thing. What a marvelous thing it is when you kind of find yourself.
What a marvelous thing.
Yeah, it is when you find yourself seeking the opportunity to feel those things, to feel unsure and to feel all the emotions that kind of tie into unsurety. Right. You know, because you do get the heightened joy. You do get the heightened kind of fear almost, because fear is good when used properly. You kind of get the excitement for the unknown, and then you find yourself pursuing more of that feeling, and then you find yourself expanding into new territory like you are right now.
Love it here.
Yeah,
love new territory.
It's a marvelous place.
This EP is and bigger than the EP is the season. Yeah. I named the EP, first of all, the fight to the final title of this EP was crazy. I went through 13 different names.
Damn. That's a good number.
It's my birthday.
I know that.
The first title was Love Made Me Do It. Yeah. Then we got to the Black Madonna. Then we got to Venus. And then I won't give y'all nothing else because you'll probably try to name your projects, because I am an excellent I am excellent in that regard in terms of giving something a name, but finally got to Midseason. Not the off season, not the preseason, not in season. Midseason. Like I'm on the brink of something. I'm in the middle of, because I'm not all the way on the other side of that anxiety that almost kept me from releasing it. Yeah. I'm not all the way on the other side of a confident singer-songwriter. I'm not all the way on the other side of even a all the way put together person yet. I'm in the middle of it. And so I feel like that's what I got. That's the conclusion that I drew after listening to it and living with it for a while. Yeah. I'm excited to see what type of I am. I won't say I've detached from the excitement of reception and discovery. Yeah. I'm excited to see how that resonates with
Mhm.
other people.
Yeah.
With or without me having just said that.
Yeah. Which as an artist is kind of one of those things you can't really detach from.
Yeah.
Because
I'll be
everybody
honest.
wants to know how they'll be received,
Mhm.
and everybody jumps for joy when they are received well.
Mhm.
So, I don't think anybody has the expectation of you to be like, man, drop that shit.
Right.
Let go of it.
Yeah.
Don't think about how they receive you.
Right.
Who the
You
fuck?
low key did. You just ain't say it with that. You like, cause we working on the project after this.
Yeah, but here's the thing.
We'll talk about that in episode 2. No.
I might have said that.
You said it to trigger me into the next, into that next project. Because sometimes you'll trigger me into creating,
Maybe.
and that's fine.
What can I say?
But you said it.
The battery was in her back. I just charged it.
It was
type shit.
listen. I said, "Oh yeah, nigga." Low key wrote a diss track, but it was smooth.
Not you diss me. I'm cracking.
It wasn't a diss. That I played for you in the car. It wasn't a diss. It was more like I had to channel some things. I had to put it out on paper.
I'm gonna listen to it. It's gonna be like a Drake diss.
It's a Summer Walker diss because I'm singing it. She steady dissing niggas. She just sound gorgeous. But yeah, no. So I think, again, we'll probably have right now it's no title. We'll have a title. I'll have, it's coming to me. It's going to come to me probably when I drive home.
Okay.
As most things do in the car.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's something about that car.
I don't know.
Baby.
That's one of them things. Niggas treat the car like it's therapy.
I love the car.
The car is therapy. The car
What?
is church.
I love the car. I be like, baby, where are you going? The car will not move. I'm just going to that motherfucker.
It don't gotta move. I think you get that from your mama, because that's some shit. That's some shit your mama do.
This gonna be. You might laugh at this shit. You know what else I get from her?
What?
That is kind of like therapy. Bitch, I'll sweep. I will sweep the fuck out the floor.
Yo, it's so crazy. She don't get home till 7 p.m. from work, and the first thing she do is drop her bags and pick up the broom. I be like, girl, you want a sandwich? Is you hungry?
Jay, I kid you not. I got home at close to midnight this past weekend. Walked in the house, put my bag down, and picked up the broom. I said, no, I gotta sweep.
The only thing I get from your mama is her spending habits and her good skin, which I appreciate.
Oh, listen, we'll talk about mommy.
I keep myself adorned, but damn.
Oh, love adorned. I think that goes along with this too. You gotta. It takes. That's episode 2. We'll get there. Like I was saying, this is going to have a title.
Yeah.
And we're gonna develop the rhyme and reason. For now, it was just honor the call. The call was get your ass to that space. Get some stuff off your chest. You've been saying you want to do it. You've been saying you can do it. Prove it, bitch.
Absolutely.
And do it. Nike said you can't do it, just do it. But they forgot the to put you can't do it in quotes. But we're not gonna talk about their marketing right now. We'll do that later. So yeah, just do it and buy it. Just honor yourself. Honor thyself.
Yeah. That's I'm trying. I think, as far as I don't really struggle to honor myself.
You're a Leo.
I am a Leo. Say it louder. For the people in the back.
Cause you're a Leo.
Thank you.
I gotta sneeze.
She basically just called me beautiful. Bless you. But I think I know how I come off, because when I speak to people about their first impressions of me, because I'm curious and I gotta know, they always say that I seem full of myself.
No.
Shut your ass up. I'm not full of myself though. I think that because I'm human. I'm a human being. Okay. You're just a girl, I'm just a boy. Okay. I know there's not a song about it, but damn it, if No Doubt got back together, they could write one.
There's a song about a bill. You can say I'm just a bill.
First of all, fuck you.
Whatever.
But I think that in certain areas, I do struggle to honor myself. And I think, that comes up with, boundaries. And in any dynamic, I think that I struggle less with boundaries now, but you know,
Listen.
but it's fun to, I think what I got from this project from you is kind of just like not just honoring yourself, but like I think the EP is just so joyous. It kind of makes me want to like honor my joy. I
love that.
I think I have a hard time with really getting into like, enjoying happiness.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'll be like, yeah, that shit was cool.
Mm-hmm.
Love that. But
That's nice.
But like I don't really sit with it for a long time. I'm always looking for, okay, yeah, that was great and happiness is fun and joy is great, but where the fuck can I improve? But you know, especially that song Cold Nights and my other favorite song, I can't give track
What's
names.
the name of it?
I
might close the episode with it. What's the name with a little snippet of it? What's it called?
Do They Deserve It?
On 3. 1, 2.
On 3 or after 3?
On.
What are we, the Bart and Bellas?
Okay, after 3.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Gemini.
Yes, it's Gemini. Gemini is my one. And I think for me, that just kind of forces me to like freeze and just and that's one of the things I really love about music. Like a good song will ground me so hard into the present. It'll really just make me be like, yeah, we're in.
Shit feel like
what did Miley say? We're in this fucking room.
We are in this fucking
so
room.
let's be in this fucking room.
Yeah.
And
that shit feel like a roots picnic.
It do.
Right?
It make me just want to lollygag and frolic and shit.
Fuck it. Shout out to my homie Lena L. She's the feature on the record.
Say yeah.
Real Philly prodigy.
Yeah, that joint is hot.
That joint, that joint, I don't know. That joint crazy.
That joint is hot.
That joint crazy. Yeah, no, like, I like that. This is not just about honoring. I keep pointing at the laptop because I know what's in here. The project is fucking in here. Midseason EP, it is about honoring joy and let's wrap it and then I'll play Gemini. This is my last point with going back to a conversation. Again, we've kind of been in dialogue this entire process. And one of the things you said, because I played you, I have so much music. Let's just talk about it. I have so many songs.
She carry around that laptop like Marcellus Wallace carry around that damn briefcase.
I have so much fucking music and so many, because I am an idea. I'm a body of ideas.
I'm a walking light bulb.
I'm literally a bing. Like, fucking, I played you basically 3 different EPs.
Yeah.
And you said this one felt the most unfamiliar to you because you're so used to me being what I am, which is a young
gully
lady
nigga
born on what'd you say?
I said a gully nigga.
A gully nigga and a Wednesday's child. I am the child of woe. I be moody.
Yeah. And
just fucking, it's just like I'm comfortable resting in masculine energy. I'm comfortable in my sadness.
Me too.
I be comfortable. It's not even like, it's just like, it's just real, like, just navigating. I'm fine. I'll get, you know.
Yeah.
And so when you said that about the project, that made me want to put it out even more.
Yeah. I
was like, no, because
you're welcome.
Thanks. Because there's not just that one side. There is, I'm not in rap beefs with niggas every day.
Yeah.
I don't want to smack a bitch every day.
I do.
Often. But not every day. There is a light side to me. There's just a freer version of me. I think that I'm ready to live in. I'm ready for it to exist and for people to have some access to. And
Real.
that's what the EP is about. So
Real.
yeah.
I love that. Yeah, I think I don't know where we get that from though, because I am so comfortable in my sadness, like
That's just people.
so comfortable.
It's not just people. It's we're a certain type of come from a certain type of tribe. Again, you crossing into too many
I'm
episodes. We got
sorry,
things.
you just be saying shit, and I be like, damn.
And that's why I needed this platform, because I be saying shit. I need y'all to understand this. As a body of impact and influence,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say something and it's going to spark. What Tupac said?
Here's the thing. Don't piss me off quoting Tupac.
Okay.
Okay, because you
All right. Don't even say that next part.
not even fucking real. Like for
You
real.
was about to say because you're not even a fan.
I don't know what I was gonna say.
We'll talk about that. Because you can delete. Because you can delete your wholeness. Yeah, no, it's we're a certain type of people, but I think we've done a certain level of work.
Yeah.
Within the sadness that is
Yeah.
just like.
I feel like I get my most profound understandings in it.
And that's not easy.
But
it's also not easy to walk around optimistic. And hello, double sag. Bitch, I'm happy. It's been so many times where people are like, yo, how did you do that? It just fell in my lap.
Yeah.
And I mean that. I'm not trying to be like, there's no mystique to it. And I'm not gatekeeping. I just got blessed. It just fell in my lap. Like, but again, Midseason EP. You said you liked a song called Gemini.
I do.
So
it just make me want to dance like a GTA stripper.
Listen, Gemini is track 3 of the Midseason EP. Y'all gonna get a little snippet real quick. And yeah, thanks for being here. Thanks for being present. I'm gonna develop a catchphrase, like a kind of like, I'm gonna dismiss the class.
A zinger. It is.
Whatever. I'm gonna have one. It's like we gonna have a name. I'm gonna have the catchphrase. I'm gonna get a logo. We gonna get t-shirts out this bitch. We gonna get sneakers, top hats, hoodies, stickers. Like it's coming together. But for now, we just had to do it. We just had to honor ourselves and do it.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Of course. Co-host.
That was good.
Evil laugh.
That was good. Yeah.